Welcome guys to Friday's workout. Based on the exercises, we definitely have a funky one for you today. We have 3 parts. It's going to be a power section, a workout, and then a strength section. Our power section includes 3 exercises. On minute 1, we'll be performing 6 broad jumps. Let's have our athletes demonstrate what a broad jump is. Feet shoulder width apart, a little dip and explode and land in a nice safe squat, and then you could turn around and jump back. This is not meant to be rapid fire. It is meant to be you take a jump, you wait a couple seconds, reestablish, jump again. Make sure that when you're landing in that squat, your knees are driving out. You'll do 6 of those in that minute. Then you'll move on to minute 2 after your rest, and you'll do 14 weighted split squat jumps or just a bodyweight version of the split squat jump. Kevin will show us the bodyweight version, and Jamie will be holding dumbbells. She could also hold a torpedo. She could also hold a ball. You could hold anything. If you need to do a modification, you're just going to be doing lunges versus the jump. So you'll just step 1 back, step 2 back. Every time you do a jump, it'll count as 1 repetition. Whether you're doing a split squat or whether you're doing a regular lunge, every time you take a step is 1. And then for your 3rd minute, we have 5 plyometric deadlifts. Plyometric deadlifts means that at the top of that deadlift, you're going to do a little hop or a little jump as well. Jamie's going to demonstrate with dumbbells, so we do our deadlift. At the top of the deadlift, we in sync jump in 1 motion. Perfect. And then Kevin's going to demonstrate with a barbell. And Jamie will demonstrate with the torpedo as well as Kevin does the barbell. With the barbell, might be a little bit funky in terms of positioning. You definitely want to go lighter than normal on this. And Kevin's going to demonstrate the bodyweight version, which would be a single leg deadlift into a hop up on that 1 leg. And if you need to use 2 legs, you can just do more or less a good morning into a hop, and Kevin will demonstrate what that looks like. So a deadlift, good morning into a hop. You'll do 5 of those or increase it if you feel like you need to. If 5 isn't enough. If 5 is too many, you could also go lower in repetitions with that as well. Minute 1 is 6 broad jumps. Minute 2 is 14 weighted or body weight split squat jumps or lunges for more modification. And minute 3 is 5 plyometric deadlifts. We'll do 3 rounds of that. This portion will take 9 minutes. 10 seconds.
I'm running away from this pain. I'm trying to find a new way where the sun's shining down on my face. I'm running away. You're in a toxic relationship. Time to be free. where the sun's shining down on my face. I'm running away. You're in a toxic
For the workout, we have 4 rounds for time. That means you're going to finish whenever you have completed 4 rounds of 10 kettlebell swings overhead, 10 plank shoulder knee taps. Every cycle through is 1, and we'll show you what a cycle means in a minute. And then a 50-foot bear crawl. 4-hour kettlebell swings that Jamie will demonstrate with a kettlebell and then with a torpedo. Kevin's bodyweight version is a squat thrust, hands placed on the ground, kick those feet back in and stand. The modified version of that would be a step back and then a step up, which he'll show you now. Jamie's feet are shoulder width apart. That kettlebell comes right through her thighs, and then she's exploding those hips forward and then punching that kettlebell overhead nice and locked out. For the plank shoulder knee taps, you're going to be in an upward push-up position. You're going to tap one shoulder with the opposite hand, tap the other shoulder with the opposite hand, tap the opposite knee with the opposite hand, and then the other one. Those 4 movements count as 1 repetition. That is 1 cycle, shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee. Kevin will show you the modified version where he's on his knees and he does a shoulder tap, then brings his hand to that opposite knee, hand to that opposite knee. 10 cycles through of that, and then into a 50-foot bear crawl. You're gonna have to determine how you do that 50 feet, and you can do that just moving forward, as you see here, or you can do it where you're moving then back as well in your bear crawl. Perfect. After each round, you'll rest 30 seconds. So those 10 kettlebell swings can be nice and explosive every single time. We have a 15-minute cap for these athletes here. You can extend or decrease the time cap as needed to suit your situation. We have 4 rounds of 10 kettlebell swings, 10 plank shoulder knee taps, 50-foot bear crawl, 30-second rest. 10 seconds. 5.
I'm running away from this pain. I'm trying to find a new way where the sun's shining down on my face. I'm running away. You're in a toxic relationship. Time to be free. sun shining down on my face. I'm running away. You're in a toxic relationship. Time to be free.
And for the strength portion of today's workout, we have 4 sets that's going to happen every 2 minutes of 45-second farmer's hold. Let's have our athletes demonstrate what a farmer's hold would look like. Jamie's going to be holding 2 dumbbells. Of course, you can hold 1. We want a nice big chest, shoulders back. And Kevin is demonstrating a 1 arm. If you cannot do something heavy enough with 2 hands, you can always do it with 1 arm, or you can do it holding 2 arms. Nice big chest, shoulders back. You're going to hold this for 45 seconds. The body weight version is going to be front support, as Kevin is going to demonstrate. The front support, we want to make sure that our back is nice and rounded, that our shoulders are over our wrists, so Kevin can move back a little bit. So it's stacked right there, perfect, nice and rounded upper back, perfect. And you're gonna hold that for 45 seconds if you are doing the modified version with body weight. Then you'll move on to Sumo deadlift high pulls, 3, 7, or 10, based on the weight that you're going to use. If it's a heavy weight, you'll do 3 Sumo deadlift high pulls. If it's a moderate weight, you'll do 7, and if it's a light weight, you'll do 10. Let's have our athletes demonstrate what a Sumo deadlift high pull is. You're going to have a nice wide stance, like a sumo wrestler would be, sumo stance. Everything is inside of your feet, and by everything I mean your equipment is inside of your feet. Jamie's going to go into the actual deadlift. And then we're up, and she could have a little bit more bend in that knee. You want it to be a little bit of a deadlift and a little bit of a squat. And we're pulling up to right around nipple line. And Kevin demonstrated with a barbell. With your body weight, you're going to do 10 sumo squats, as Jamie's demonstrating with a torpedo. The Sumo deadlift high pull with a sumo squat, you want to drive those knees out over those toes. Nice wide stance. And he'll do 10 of those after every 45-second farmer's hold. Whether you have a ball, a torpedo, anything, you can always modify and adjust accordingly. You'll do 4 sets of that every 2 minutes. 45-second farmer's hold, 3, 7, or 10 Sumo deadlift high pulls, rest with the remaining time, and then begin again. If you need longer rest in between, do it every 3 minutes, have fun, and we'll see you back for the next workout.